interest, couldn't waste it. Opportunity knocks and you take it. Went to my place, gotta get a taste. Couple shots at the bar, we were wasted. Now she's all in.
Hello and welcome to the Intel Averatec 2008 Classic Season number 2. My name is Jason Lee, and I'm filling in for Nick Tasteless Plot, who's actually off in Germany for the WCG 2008. Lucky guy. Of course, Nick will be back next week to continue the broadcast. And, after talking with Nick, he assures me that this will probably be his last road trip for a while. So he will be back to continue on the remainder of the season here. And, of course, we're down to our final 32 players. And this is going to be the first week of matches in the round of 32. We've got some great matches today, including 2 TVZs. We've got a Zerg versus Protoss, as well as Terran versus Terran matchup as well. So some great matches we have for you. I hope you stick it out throughout. One other thing I do want to promote before we get started is another IESF, the International Esports Federation, is going to be having an event coming up on the 13th and 14th of this month. That is a Thursday and Friday, 11 o'clock Korean time. You can also watch some big events, including Warcraft 3, as well as Sudden Attack, that we're going to be broadcasting right here on GOM TV. So do join us for that. My understanding is that Moon, if you're a big Warcraft 3 fan, you probably know him. He should be here as well. But let's get on with the matches for today. We see that we have the round of 32 set. And taking a look at some of the matches that we are going to have for you. GGPlay versus Mind. Also, we got Rumble versus Sky High, that is. And Bisu versus Calm, as well as Flash versus Fantasy as our Terran versus Terran matchup that is coming up. We have a look at the remaining players that are still alive in this tournament. And, there are 32 seeded players in the round of 64. Of course, the top 64 players are made up of 32 seeded players and 32 players that made it through a field of 256 players. Now, out of that field of 256, 32 have survived, and they've gone up against the 32 seeded players. Who is left out of those? We have basically 11 of the players out of the 256 still remain, and among the 32 seeded players who have advanced, 21 of those. So a fair number of top players, and definitely those are going to be good matches that are going to be made up today. We have 2 seed versus seed matchups in today's broadcast. In terms of the races that are left over, very, very good balance right now. We have 11 Protoss, 10 Terran, and 11 Zerg. So basically, you can't be balanced any better than that. Just showing, once again, how perfect a game that StarCraft is. Because, hey, if you've got 30%, 30%, well, actually 33% technically, of each race pretty much in there, in the breakdown, shows a very, very good balance. And certainly that is the way that the game is going in this day and age. Let's see. Couple of pointers to get up. Our first match is going to be between GGPlay and Mind. Now, GGPlay actually recently switched teams again, actually, because he used to be on the Hunbeat Stars team. He switched over to the CJ Entis team, and then he's back with what used to be the Hunbeat Stars team. They kind of got a new sponsor in there, and is part of now the Unjin team. So the Unjin Stars team is the new sponsor of his team. He's kind of been brought back over to his former team. Maps for today, because we are on a new round. So basically, every time we go from the round of 64 down to the round of 32, down to the round of 16, a new map is brought into play, or a new, I guess we'll call it the round of maps. The maps that we're going to be using in the particular order is going to be different. So what we're going with is Destination first, followed by Neo Requiem, and then Medusa will be the order of the maps that are going to be used for today. Taking a look at the teams right now, we also have a top prize, actually. Let me tell you about that. That's right. We have a top prize for the most consecutive wins, and right now, holding on to that is Ishin Hyung of the SCX team with 6 consecutive wins, of course. So that's from the round of 256. So he's going to have a better opportunity to have more wins, which he has been doing thus far. Let's see what else we can share on with you today for the players coming up. We have GGPlay against Mind. Again, they are actually in the booths right now as I take a look. They do here ready. There is the matchups. That is, first matchup is Kim Jun-young. That is GGPlay versus Mind in the first map. It is Rumble against Sky High in our second matchup. Bisu versus Calm. There's the English version right there. And Flash against Fantasy in our fourth matchup. There you see the maps on the right. Destination, Neo Requiem, and Medusa are the maps that we are going to be using for today. So, some very good matches. You saw the headliners right there. Some of the top players. Basically, you know what I love about today is all the players that are going to be playing today pretty much are players that are capable of winning this tournament. Every match has at least one player that's capable of winning this entire tournament. We have past champions in pretty much each of the 4 matchups today. So, a lot to look forward to. I think we're going to see a lot of skill, a lot of interesting plays that we're going to have a chance to see. All right, well, looks like the players are getting set. And I actually had a chance to sit next to Mind today when doing makeup. And a pretty quiet fella, actually, but certainly a very skilled player who has been on the up and up. And we'll get to see what he does in a little bit. Well, the winner of these matches are going to be advancing to the round of 16, and we are just about set to go to meet the players. Let's take a look. Here he is, GGPlay, and taking a look at his current ranking is at 21. And as mentioned, he was part of CJ Entis, but he is back on the Unjin Stars team. Taking a look at his record as of late, 188 wins with 144 losses. He is currently ranked at 21st as of November. He's also got 2 consecutive wins as of late. And taking a look at his head-to-head matches against Mind, he is actually 4-1 in head-to-head matches against Mind. You know, a lot of people are actually favoring Mind to do well in this match, but if you go by history, you probably got to go with GGPlay here. Here is his opponent. This is Pak Sung-gyun, also known as Mind, from the We Made Fox team. And his current record, 119 wins, 84 losses, and his current ranking as of November is at 15th. 15th, that is down from 6th. GGPlay also actually fell to 30 from 32nd, actually went up from 32nd to 21. So 2 players heading perhaps in opposite directions. A lot of people have been favoring Mind for this game, and I'll tell you why, probably, is because traditionally he has had very good success against Zerg. On the other hand, GGPlay perhaps not doing the best against Terran as of late. So in terms of how they've been doing against the race that their opponents are using for this particular match, it is not looking too good in GGPlay's favor, and Mind right now perhaps looking good. Well, you can see how he looks right now. Pretty calm as usual. He's definitely one of those players that does not show a lot of emotion. You know, if you watch him playing every now and then on the screen, he's one of those players that you really can't tell if he's winning the match, if he's losing the match, if he's just about to type in GG. He's one of those very calm, cool, collected guys that just kind of sits there, doesn't really have much to say.
online.
Okay, we are starting off on Destination, and there is, there was Mind. Here's GGPlay down at the 5 o'clock part, bottom half of the map, and up top, of course, is Mind. So once again, keeping in mind that GGPlay head-to-head against Mind is 4-1, looking very calm and relaxed. I mentioned that Mind is one of those guys that's tough to read in terms of his face. GGPlay perhaps shows a little bit more emotion for the most part, so might be able to get a read on how he feels that he's doing in the match as it carries on. Now, I did mention that as of late, GGPlay has not been doing very well against Terran. His overall performance against Terran is 77-65. So he does have a few more wins than losses, but keep in mind that he's 188-144 overall. So his winning percentage is actually highest against Protoss, and as of late, he's actually suffered 3 consecutive losses to Terran, and in his last 10 matches, he has been 4-6. Now, on the flip side, taking a look at Mind, he's actually 47-31. That's a 60% win rate against Zerg. And in his last 10 matches, he's 6-4 against Zerg and 3 consecutive wins. So we've got 2 players that are going to match up a little bit differently, but at the same time, let's see what happens. GGPlay sending out 2 drones, one to go with a second hatchery first, the other probably going to go scout out to see exactly what Mind is up to. Mind also scouting out early as well. We do have some foreigners in the audience as well, by the looks of it. And you can see the unit count in the bottom right there, having a look at what is going on. GGPlay starting on his spawning pool. So going to a 2-hatchery spawning pool is the formation of GGPlay, and Mind's SCV is going to have a good look at that right now. Mind just finishes off his barracks, and that is well spotted by GGPlay. He's going to have a look around. Nothing too unusual as of yet in terms of build orders. Doesn't look like, obviously we're not going to see any kind of a proxy barracks, no kind of bunker rush early on, nothing like that. Mind already starting off on his second command center. So looks like we're going to have, by the looks of it, our typical TVZ matchup. 3rd hatchery started off from GGPlay, and I think what we can expect to see is probably going to be an upgrade to a lair, and probably, in all likeliness, we'll probably see some Mutalisks attacking on Mind's base. The question is going to be, is Mind going to attack before that? Are we going to see a Marine attack before that? And I'm guessing by the looks of it right now, nothing to that sort. It looks like he does want to fortify with his second command center first. So I think we're going to see a bit of a macro matchup here between Mind and GGPlay. Mind getting that SEV onto the base. He wants to keep this live as long as possible. Of course, what he's trying to do, he wants that SEV. He's got to have a little more control. He's took a couple of extra hits there, and it looks like these Zerglings should be eventually able to catch up with him. He would like to keep that alive to see when GGPlay upgrades to his lair. Is he going to go with a Hydralisk Den, or is he going to go straight to the Mutalisk? Unfortunately, the SEV is down, and he is not going to get that information as of yet. 3rd hatchery, there's the upgrading lair. Oh, look at the formation here by Mind, doing the best he can to get rid of that Overlord. If he can get that Overlord, that's going to set him back a bit. GGPlay will be losing that Overlord, and he will be set back somewhat. Oh! He still kept alive. There it goes. Finally getting the Overlord, and that early on, you do not want to lose it for two reasons. Number one, obviously, you're wasting 100 minerals on the Overlord, but secondly, also, it provides some good scouting information when you can see the Marines coming by. You have a upgraded look to see if he's going to be attacking. Another SCV on the main base of GGPlay. There's the Spire, as well as a creep. Now, wisely, GGPlay has made a Spire on his natural expansion instead of his main to make sure that he's going to slow him down from seeing what he's got. So what he's actually going to do is keep this SCV on the main. Instead, he does not want to let that go down the ramp, because then he might give up the fact that he's going straight to the Spire. I mean, I'm sure that Mine probably knows 90% that he's going to go to the Spire anyways. Finally got the SCV. And it looks like he's going to push up now. A second sunken colony. And he's going to need one more at least. Oh, and a fire bat there as well with some medics. So Mine is going to go for the early push. GGPlay is going to have to buy some time here. He wants to have probably a third sunken colony. He's slowing down, and it looks like he's pulling off a bit. Mine is going to pull back. You know, I think he might have been able to do some damage there if he went in with just the two sunken colonies there, considering the two medics he's got plus the fire bat. But looks like he's going to slow down. Going to back off a bit and realize that he's going to have to pull back into a defensive zone. He should know that the Spire should be up pretty soon. He might want to get one more look to scout just to confirm that indeed the Spire is there. But, he's losing too many Marines. Look at that by GGPlay. 3 Marines gone. Going into the expansion. Taking out the fire bat. That's going to be huge. 6 Zerglings onto the main. And he's going to do some big damage here, especially before the Mutalisks come. He's got a good view as to what's going on here. No turrets up yet. If GGPlay goes in right now with these Mutalisks, he's going to do tons of damage, especially if he can knock off some of these SCVs, slow them down a bit from making those turrets. Right now, you got to like GGPlay's chances. 11 Mutalisks. Right now, Mind is kind of spread out in no man's land. He does have a bunker on the backside to help protect on the natural expansion. GGPlay playing this a little bit on the safe side. Takes out another SCV. Let's see how his micro is here. And he's got plenty to work with. I think he could really do some damage here. He's going to be picking off some SCVs. Meanwhile, Mind going after the expansion here at 4 o'clock. He's got to get rid of that. And he's going to find that easily. Let's see if GGPlay decides to cancel. He does indeed. So not too much loss there. At least he didn't lose the 300 minerals. On the other hand, right now, GGPlay is doing a lot of damage here against Mind. Boy, if he can knock off that command center, then this might be GG for all we know. And Mind realizes that, so he's actually trying to repair. He's trying to repair the command center, buy some time for these Marines to come out. And look at this. Great control here by GGPlay. GGPlay doing everything he can to slow him down. Picking off a couple SCVs. Mind is in a lot of trouble. He knows it. Finally comes back. Buy himself a little more time. And right now, Mind is spending a lot of money on those turrets, repairing that command center. There's all sorts of different expenditures that he's taking in. On the other hand, GGPlay, he's on the attack. He's getting extra units now. He still has those 11 Mutalisks. He hasn't lost a single one, I don't believe. Not to mention that he's got 5 Hitterlisks up soon. We'll probably see some Lurkers in a little bit as well. Plenty of turrets on the backside. He needs that there to protect, of course, but on the other hand, he's losing out on money that he could be using in other areas. GGPlay trying to expand. Now moving over to 8 o'clock expansion. And Mind is just up against the ropes right now. He's doing everything he can to try to way to find himself back into this game. And, you know, it's by all means, we're not at GG yet, but this is the point where you can see if a player it can go from good to great. The ability to come back from behind when you're already well behind. And we'll have to see if he can do something. 5 lurkers already set there by GGPlay. And I really don't know if it's going to be possible. He might be too far away to come back into this one. Science facility up, so he will have the vessel out in a little bit. But we'll see what kind of damage GGPlay does with the lurkers. Trying to go to the backside. See if he can knock off that turret from the backside would actually help out. Looks like he's going to be happy to go after the SCVs. Oh, let's see if we can get the tank. If the Mutalists get the tank, it's going to be a lot of trouble. GGPlay takes out a tank as well, and look at the damage that these lurkers are doing now. Science vessel is out. But without the tank, it's not going to do too much good. You don't want to send in the Marines there to take out those lurkers. Look at the mineral count there. GGPlay up to 600. Mine is scraping. He is in the slums right now when it comes to mining minerals. GGPlay is up at Park Place Boardwalk. Look at all the money he's got. GGPlay down to 7 Mutalisks. And he's going to move his drones over as well. Look at the map. GGPlay just simply dominating right now. Another tank coming out. Irradiate. And having some problems separating. That kills off a couple of more Mutalisks. And finally, Mind is slowly finding his way back where he needs to be now. But let's see what more damage GGPlay can do. 11 lurkers. Look at the lurker count. He's upgrading to a hive. Perhaps we'll see some defilers in the near future as well. Let's see if there's something that Mind can do. This is the difference between, or here's the test to take him from good to great. 2 science vessels out. Here come the lurkers. Trying to push those tanks back. Got 1 tank. And indeed, the hive is up. We can expect to see a defiler mound pretty soon. Tank has been sieged, and the lurkers are forced to back up. Only 2 tanks for GGPlay. But 12 lurkers and making more right now for GGPlay. There is the defiler mound. Once that defiler comes out, there's going to be a whole lot of trouble for Mind. He's got to hurry up and try to get on the offensive somewhat, start killing off some of these lurkers. And of course, at the same time, somehow protecting those science vessels. The one thing that GGPlay has not done yet is knock off a vessel with those scourges. Forced to back out again. But right now, just the number of expansions right now that GGPlay has up, Mind has got to get busy, get out there and knock off at least one of those expansions. Probably the 4 o'clock one would be a good area to go. Yeah, Mind knows that the defilers are going to be coming soon, so he's got the Vulture out, sending those landmines out. He's actually doing a pretty good job in trying to come back. He didn't fold when things were looking pretty dark. Let's see. Oh, look at that! Taking out 3 lurkers with the spider mine. That might have been the move that Mind needed to go in his favor. Taking out those scourges. And now GGPlay has got to be careful not to let this one slip away, because he had a good lead in this game. But right now, he's got to be very careful. He can't get overconfident right now. Unit counts. GGPlay still has the favor. Oh, and here comes the push towards that 8 o'clock expansion base. Irradiate being employed. That tank's going to easily be taken out by the lurkers. as it's abandoned by those Marines. Some more irradiate. Good job. Gotta get the vessel. Got one vessel. Two vessels still alive for GGPlay. And right now, he's starting to do much better in this game. It was looking pretty bleak earlier, but now the Defilers are out. Let's see if GGPlay puts this one back in his favor for good. We haven't seen him actually use the Dark Swarm yet, so I don't know if he's upgraded the... there it is, there. He's got to get those down. He does. He does have the Consume. We just saw him. Consume ability has been upgraded, and Mine looks like he's going into that 4 o'clock expansion now. Dropships are ready for Mine. GGPlay is kind of fell back on the defensive right now. Bringing the drones out to help out. Got to get those lurkers down. He does. Mind doing well, staying on the offensive. Using the Dark Swarm. Science vessels. Take out one of the Defilers. Get another Defiler. Oh, but he loses a Science vessel to the Scourge. And with those Defilers, it's going to be much easier. These dropships might be the last resort for Mind. If he can do something with these dropships, then maybe he'll have a chance. But now that the Defilers are out, it's pretty tough for Terran to beat Zerg when he's got Defilers, especially with the Consume ability. He might be upgrading to Plague pretty soon as well. That could mean a lot of trouble also. Still plenty of lurkers, 13 of them. You see the unit count there on the bottom right. And science vessels along with the dropships. Let's see which way he goes. Oh, Scourges going after Scourges. They get the big drop. Actually, no, my mistake. He actually got the empty dropship. So still a good number of Marines out. And he's trying to push back into that 4 o'clock expansion. Plague is on! Mine has the Plague. You know what he could use right now is maybe just 1 or 2 Mutalisks to go hunting down those science vessels. He's got plenty of Scourges there. And he does get one of the hatcheries, so one of the drops do come out to be successful, but 4 of those vessels have been hit by the Plague. 2 vessels are still clean. Let's see if Mine can knock some of those off. If he can kill some of those vessels, this could be the end. Vessels going with the dropships. And Mine has yet to expand. There's another problem right now. He's going to have to expand eventually. Otherwise, he's simply going to get too far behind. Mind has got to either expand or knock off one of these expansions. And there's the Ultralisk Cavern. Ultralisk already out. There's GG. And, yep, game over. I think Mind scanned over. He saw the Ultralisk and he realized, you know what, there's nothing I can do. And indeed, GGPlay takes round 1 on Destination. What a game. And Mind, you know, I don't think he did terribly, but he just got behind early on. He got into no man's land. He thought about attacking early on when GGPlay only had the 2 Sunkens. He thought twice about it, did not go. And, I mean, I'm not saying that it would have worked if he did, but I kind of wonder if this game might have been different had he gone in on that attack. At the time, GGPlay had 1 sunken colony, a second one being built. Mine had about maybe 5 or 6 Marines at least, two medics, as well as a fire bat. I think he might have done a bit of damage, or at the very least, maybe force him off a bit. But instead, GGPlay really went through the early part of this match without being attacked. And once those Mutalisks came out, I mean, he really did a pretty good amount of damage with those, keeping them alive for a fair period of time as well. Not to mention the 6 Zerglings that he got in onto the main base of Mind as well. Did not do a good job of blocking them to force them out. I mean, GGPlay pretty much knew exactly what Mind was doing. Mind did not know what was going on necessarily on GGPlay's base. He had the SEV on the main, but GGPlay doing well to put the Spire on his natural expansion instead. So certainly information-wise, GGPlay doing well, as well as strategy, I think, came out on top. Mine did a pretty good job of trying to get back into the game, but in the end, once those Defilers came out, it was pretty much over from that point, unless, Mine was going to do something spectacular. He did some good stuff. Nothing spectacular, and I think that's why this game eventually came to an end, and especially with the Ultralisk coming out, you knew that it was going to be over eventually. So that was round 1. Give it to GGPlay on Destination. Round 2 is going to be coming up on Neo Requiem. So this will be interesting. Let's get set for round number 2 on Neo Requiem.